Hey guys, it's me, Anthony Furchley, known as Anthony Furchley 2003 on my YouTube channel here. And today, I'm going to show you my Schlesinger's VHS collection I want to show you. I have a lot of these tapes right here. I actually have 28 VHS tapes, and I have 27 VHS tapes without a case. And it's the only tape right here that does have a case, so yeah. And one that does have a case, the only tape from 1993, and the rest of these tapes one's from 1994 through 2004. So yeah. And some of these tapes, mostly I think they have reprint. Some of these have print days, some they don't have print days, I believe. So I'm going to show you my Schlesinger's VHS collection, and I think a lot of these tapes. No, I don't think they ever uploaded to YouTube. I mean, some of these were on YouTube. Not everything was on YouTube, but if no one's uploaded, I will ripping this on YouTube. And not only I'm going to upload it to YouTube, I will upload on Internet Archive, because I think any of those Schlessinger tapes does have closed captions on it. I'm afraid most of these tapes are rare, so yeah. In case no one uploaded, I will ripping this, so. But I don't think I will do all of it today, because there's actually a lot of these tapes, so yeah. So let's get started. I'm mostly going to do like 8 or 9 full videos, so yeah. So VHS, I'm going to do a full video first. I'm going to do this one first. Yeah. And I just realized this tape did kind of worn out. It did have some problem with this, but it did work fine now. I don't know why it was fixable now, but yeah, it did damage it. It was kind of damaged. It did kind of chewed up, but oh yeah. Anyways, let's get started. Start with German Americans. Yep, this is a Schlessinger video production VHS. It's from 1993. This is actually a reprint. And I will plan to uploading the full video soon as I can. Here's a tape with the sticker label. The print on the 243rd day of 1996. It's the only tape I have that have a case. Now the rest of the tapes don't have cases, so yeah, I did wrote all the numbers on the top. It's kind of hard to see, but I did wrote it with Sharpies. But yeah, I have 27 tapes without cases, so. Yeah, start with Valentine's Day. This is a holiday for children video series. Yeah, it says 25 minutes, oversized reels. Then there's no printing on this tape. And I think any of those Schlessinger tapes does have closed captions, I believe. Next is Kwanzaa. This one is actually 30 minutes. And I will record these onto my DVD recording and then finalize and then upload the video files on YouTube. Yeah, that's one. And I'm gonna, not only that, I'm gonna upload an ISO image on. I might upload it on Internet Archive, which still be able to burn the disc. So, yeah, because I do have a DVD recorder at home. I do have a DVD recorder. Next, here's Thanksgiving. It's actually 25 minutes. Same thing as Valentine's Day. It's also 25 minutes. Oversized reels. No print date. Here's Hanukkah Passover. Yeah, this tape needs to be rewound, but I will rewind this. This one, yeah, for some reason, did realize this is actually People of the Rainforest VHS, so I did wrote it. Yeah, I don't know why. It was former rental. All these tapes from that does not have case were all former rental from Stony Brook Library, which I remember used to go to Stony Brook as a kid, but not anymore. I don't. When I was like kindergarten through 3rd grade back in 2009 through 2013. So, yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, it has, yes, yeah, for some reason it got blocked, so I did wrote it. Yes, this is This is a Schlessinger VHS still. This is actually a reprint, and I just realized I believe this might be a 1996 VHS. So this is actually, I believe this might be a reprint. The print on the 49th day of 1997. Schlessinger. Here's United States Constitution. This is actually American History for Children video series, actually. It's actually 1996 VHS, but this is a reprint. 130th day of 2004. And it's 25 minutes. It says T25. So yeah. Yeah, this is a 25-minute tape. Here's Big City video series. It says Butterflies and Moths. It's actually 23 minutes. It looks like this is actually more than 30 minutes, so it might have a lot of blank film at the end. It's from 1998. Printed on the 184th day of 1999. So it's printed on the 184th day of 1999. It says T40, so it's a 40-minute full tape. Yeah, it is 23 minutes, so it might have a lot of blank film at the end. So yeah, so I'm not sure if this is a recycled tape. And this is a reprint, so even though this, I believe this is still 1998 VHS. Why is the sky blue? Yeah. There's no printing on this tape. Now we're on, alright, we're now on Science and Library tapes. This is a space science for children, all about stars. It's had the print date. It does say, I believe the print date is 164th day of 2001, even though this is a 1999 VHS. I have to see if all these tapes will still work, because I know one tape was last time did have some problem with it, and so yeah, I think some of these tapes were damaged as well. I'm not sure, but yeah, so it's kind of a little ruined. So yeah, I did fix the label. I glued the label on the top and the bottom because they're kind of worn out, but oh yeah, so yeah, it says T30 and it's 23 minutes, so yeah. And here's All About the Earth. Also the 164th day of 2001. Yeah, they're printed the same day as this copy. Yeah. And it says T31. Even though this is actually 23 minutes. Yep. It's All About the Sun. It says T30. This one's also printed the 164th day of 2001. This one got ripped. This one's in bad shape. This one got torn up, but that's okay. This is all about the moon. Just yeah, it's space science for children. Also the 164th day of 2001. Let's see if it has the same print date. Wait. It says space science for children, all about the planets. This one's this is a later reprint. So this is it does say 1999. Yeah, we're still on the 1999 tapes. Yeah. It says All About the Planets. This is a reprint actually. This is not a 2001 reprint. This was printed on March 22nd, 2005. Yep. It says T45, even though it says 23 minutes, so it might have a lot of blank film at the end. So yeah. I might have to fix this, glue it on right here on the top. So yeah. Now we're on, it says Animals for Life for Children, all about mammals. It says T31. And there's no printing on this tape. says Animal Life for Children. It does say 1999. I just realized, I remember it does, I did wrote 2000, so I just realized at the end, it does say 2000 at the end, so. Yeah, so it might be a 2000 VHS. Put on the 310th day of 2000. Yep. And I think now we'll move on to the 2000 tapes. All about rain, snow, sleet, and hail. I'm not sure if this tape still works, but I have to check. It does have printings on it, but not sure if there is a print date. It does say 23 minutes. It says T30 on it. It does have yellow printings on it, but I don't think there is a print date. Or maybe there was, but I believe this might be February 11th, 2000. But I don't know, but yeah. This is a tape I will do the full video next. This is Weather for Children, all about Slimmy and seasons. Yep. Also have printings on it. I believe it does say January 10th, 2002, but it does say T25. Yeah, there was a rare closing. I just remembered this one does have the silent white screen death and the short black screen, then the tape just ends it. Yeah, you'll find out when I do the full video next. So, and yeah, I just realized for some reason, yeah, I had to see if this tape still works. But next, here's all about wind and clouds. It says through 2000 VHS. The 19th day of 2001 does say T35, and it's 23 minutes, so it might have some blank film at the end. Earth Silent for Children, all about the water cycle. I did make my own one, but it's put on the 347th day of 2000. Here's the only tape that has an ink label. It's about human body for children. I think that's the only one I have. It says all about nutrients and exercise. Yep, this is the only tape with an ink label. Yeah, how cool is that? And this one has blue printings, and this tape does have the star goal at the end, also known as strange VHS ending. From the first part, blank static, and then the second part. But for some reason, I don't think there's a statical audio on it. Unfortunately. So yeah. Yeah, now we move on to this is the only tape from 2001 actually. So yeah. Next here's George Washington. Now we're on the 2003 tapes. Now we're on Great American Children. It says George Washington. March 25th, 2005, even though this is a 2003 VHS. One says Abraham Lincoln. It's 23 minutes. It says T30. 80th day of 2004. Martin Luther King Jr. 44th day of 2004. Now we're on Math for Children. Now the rest of these tapes are math VHS tapes. Here's Measurement. March 24th, 2005. It's a reprint. Money. Yeah, what's weird about it? It does say 2004. This is a very early print. There might be an error. It says 58th day of 2003, even though it does say 2004. I'm not sure if it's recycled. It's kind of how weird. Yeah, how weird is that? Or maybe they made a mistake. I don't know. Maybe they put the printing by mistake or just the label. I had to check it does say the year at the end. So. It says telling time. This is a very long blank film. It does say 23 minutes. Look how much it is. Yeah, this is a very long. The tape looks very long. Look. So that has a lot of blank film at the end. This is a 55 minute full tape, and it's a 23 minute tape. So, yeah. Printed on the 20th day of 2004. Yeah. Yeah. So it will have a lot of blank film at the end. And finally, Maps and Globes. The 131st day of 2004. So there you have it. This is all the tapes I have. Thanks for watching.